Hi, good morning, everybody. This is KC with Traditions Leathercraft. We got a really cool project we're going to show you. This is our new leather journal. It holds two A5 notebooks, and we're going to show you the simple steps that are required to build one of these. So some of the tools we're going to be using is our new journal template. We're going to need a good sharp knife, a hole punch, a square, and a mallet and a board. We're going to jump into it and show you how to build one from start to finish with our template. All right, now we're going to show you how to build the leather journal. This holds the two A5 notebooks. It's a real simple project you can build, and you don't need a lot of tools. So our first step is we're going to take our new journal template. I've selected some of our blue Oxford pull-up leather for this project. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to lay this down on our leather and trace around it. I like to go ahead and trace around the template and then cut it out with a square or a straight edge to line everything up. You're going to want to punch these mark these five holes right here that'll be punched in the next segment. So once we have it all traced, you can take whatever knife you have. I chose an X-Acto knife because that's something that most people have in their craft room. We're going to line this up on here and cut this out. I've always found it easier to follow a straight edge than to cut around my templates and take a chance of cutting into it. So that's why I do it this way. Of course, you'll do whatever works best for you. Helps if you get all the way through the leather, doesn't it? Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and just finish cutting these lines out, and then I'll come back and we'll punch the holes and do the next step. All right, next step is I'm going to take one of our corner punches here and finish punching my four corners to round that. Now I'm going to take my mini punch set. I'm going to punch out these five holes right here. They're already marked on your template, and as long as you mark them when you were tracing everything, you should have those holes ready. And there we go. Then our next step is we'll add our stretchy cord. All right, guys, I forgot to mention on this middle hole right here, when you punch that, if you will pull it up with your leather and then just push that tube all the way in, it will make threading your shock cord in easier. On the template, it says you need a 17 and a 21-inch piece of shock cord, so I've pre-cut those. I've got my 17-inch right here. I'll take and fold it in half. And the reason we wanted this hole to be stretched out a little bigger is we're going to feed it up through here, just like this, to make our loop. We're going to turn this over and tie these two together so that it doesn't pull out of that hole. You want this knot to be pretty close to the end when you get done. My fingers just don't want to work today. There we go. So you end up with a knot like that. Then you can pull your loop all the way through. Now on your 21-inch piece, you're going to start from the back side, feed it through the left hole here, pull it up, leaving a tail that comes about to the middle, come through the front, back towards the inside, straight up to the hole in the top, through the next hole here to the left, and we're going to pull these down to where they're line up here in the center. And then you're just going to take and tie these two cords together, pulling our knot up pretty close to the end, again like this. Pull those cords out, and then you're going to take your A5 notebook refills and lace them through here. There's one. Find the center of the notebook and lace it through here. There's our second one. And then you're ready to start using your notebook. See, it's a simple project to build. We hope you enjoy the video and find it useful. Hi again, this is Casey with Traditions Leathercraft showing you our new journal project. Here's one I did in the video using our blue Oxford, and I want to talk to you about how the supplies are available. So we now have on our website our journal template that's going to come with a place to mark your holes, the dimensions. It tells you what size shock cord you need. You can buy this by itself if you build a lot of journals. It sells for $14.95. Or if you'd like to just build one and see how you like it, we're going to make available some leather cutouts, the 2 shock cords, and the 2 A5 notebooks for just $24.95. When you get the cutout, we're going to mark where these holes go, but you will need to punch them. And feel free to go back and watch the video and share it with your friends if you'd like to build a leather journal cover on your own.